Hello and welcome, comic book fans, to Comic Book World. Joke. I'm sorry, that just wasn't working out. I am Richie Chrysopoulos, the Red Ranger, also known as Jersey Kid to our wrestling fans out there, and welcome to Comics of the Week. Welcome to my comic book show. These are the comics that you really should know. We talk conspiracy, Civil War II, Death to Us, Bumble and Two. What will the readers go through this week? Tune in now for comics this week. We're going to be talking about two very cool, awesome issues that came out this week that I believe are very underrated. Now, today we're going to cover two comic books. Alright, first one's going to be the unbelievable GwenPool. It's really freaking cool. And actually, hell, the first one is going to be Doctor Strange and the Sorcerers Supreme. Now, this is a really cool freaking book for those of you who don't know. Alright, let's get into it a little bit here. Alright. In every age, there is one person who possesses greater magical skill and power than any other being. This person is the Sorcerer Supreme, and they are this dimension's protector against any mystical mayhem that threatens it. Alright, so previously, Merlin, the Sorcerer Supreme of the Middle Ages, traveled through time to recruit Sorcerers Supreme from various eras, including Doctor Strange, to combat a powerful foe called the Forgotten. One of the sorcerers, Sir Isaac Newton, defeated the beast, freeing the sorcerers trapped within, including the conjurer's brother, Jaio. The sorcerers didn't expect Newton to betray them and cast them into a terrifying trap. Now, the reason why I'm doing this comic book, well, we all know Marvel just recruited R.L. Stine for Man-Thing. I'm thinking they went to R.L. Stine about this, because check this out. Warning. There's a warning label. This is no ordinary comic book. Your life and the lives of the Sorcerer Supremes are at risk, and it's up to you to save them. Each page bears a choice, and every page turn can have serious repercussions. So, proceed with caution and care. Choose wisely. Alright? And they're not freaking kidding. They're not kidding, let me tell you. Yeah, this book starts off with Doctor Strange being, he was betrayed by Isaac Newton, which is freaking awesome. They're using people like Merlin and Isaac Newton. Apparently, Merlin died and put Doctor Strange in charge. Alright, now this gets really cool, because it's not just Doctor Strange, it's the Sorcerer Supremes all throughout the time, because there's going to be one per time period on Earth, right? So we have the Demon Rider, we have the Conjurer, we have Wiccan, who is the Scarlet Witch's son, which is pretty cool, and we have the Ancient One, which in this one he's like a young teenager with long hair and shit. He's like a cocky little brat. It's just funny because he's the fucking Ancient One. They're like, damn, how the hell does this guy live for so long to become the Ancient One? He's such a dick. But now what's really cool about this is, as you can see, it asks you where you want to go next, which I haven't seen since a freaking Goosebumps book. There used to be those Goosebumps books where you had the options to go through all different, jump around different pages. Now it continues to do that, like throughout this whole book. Which is the better side. It continues to do that, so it's really cool. To save the Ancient One, turn to page 10, panel 1. To save Wiccan, turn to page 8, panel 3. To save the Conjurer, turn to page 9, panel 1. Well, eventually, once you get to page 17, Doctor Strange, and the whole time Doctor Strange has been using these little keys. Alright, so the bones at you, they're like redo, and he takes out these bones every time he'll try to save the ancient one, and then the ancient one will go see someone else, and then they'll both die. Doctor Strange will pull out the keys, boom, jump back to page 1, try again, and you keep trying again. You try to save all 4 of them until you realize that it's not working out. They can't be saved. So pretty much now it gives you an option of to save the Sorcerer Supreme. Turn back to page 1 again. Thanks, Nicole. To save Doctor Strange, turn to page 18, right? Now from this point out, after page 18, hit rightfully so turns back into a comic book. Alright, he pretty much goes around, saves everybody, alright? So they get out of Isaac Newton's trap. They travel through time one more time to see what the hell Isaac Newton is doing. And as you can see, he is fucking up the Avengers. And this is the Avengers with Spider-Man, Jane Foster as Thor, the Vision, Hercules, and Sam Wilson's Captain America. Oh, and also Wasp. Wasp, her little thing, Pam. It's Doctor Strange on her shirt. Oh, shoot, Wasp was like, eh. And there's Isaac Newton being a straight up evil motherfucking bastard. Like, come on. And then next week issue should be really cool too. At least it looks like a really cool cover. Alright, so that's pretty much what's going on there with the Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme. Alright, now check this shit out here. The Unbelievable GwenPool issue 13. Alright, this is really cool. Let's read the let's read the little prologue thing. Alright. Okay, Unbelievable GwenPool. The true believers, let your girl GwenPool level with you. Even I get lonely. Causing mayhem and saving the world just wasn't the same without my merry band of MODOK misfits. Which is why I wasn't fazed when we were all doped up and dropped into Fantasyland together. Think giant fire-breathing lizards and basement jails and castles. Dragons and dungeons, etc. Of course, all that stuff isn't real, but you know what it is? Mr. Murder World himself, Arcade, who designed this game with mercs in mind and has been trapping them inside for years. The only way out is through, and my crew isn't gonna let anything stop us. Even like the worst cameo appearance of all time. Now who's she referring to? None other than Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool. Now this is really funny just cause they got like Bob from Hydra in there for some reason. Okay, yeah, these are, like Bob from Hydra. They're like, if you hurt him, it doesn't last. If he speaks, he drives you crazy. And then Bob's like, man, it's just Deadpool. Stop mythology. Quit mythology. Jesus, I can't pronounce this word. Okay, Deadpool will still totally kill us though. So like they have like little fire and they decide to put out the fire to try to stop. Like, yeah, maybe let's put out the fire. Try to stop Deadpool from finding them. It doesn't work. He totally finds him and then he talks like a bunch of shit. He's like, Patrick, I didn't know you were so passionate about fire safety. I'd have worn my Smokey the Bear outfit. The one I wear to only after hours and through Narukan events. Alright, anyway. He's all fucking with Patrick. Everybody's all scared of Deadpool. Well, one person who's not scared of Deadpool is GwenPool herself. Straight up takes a sword and like chops through Deadpool. Right? So, she's like, oh, for God's sake, you talk too much. Your word balloons are probably covering all the artwork. He's like, well, word balloons. So, GwenPool starts playing the fourth wall. She's someone who used to read comic books and then eventually one day found herself in a comic book and so it's like, hey, I read about you. So it's pretty cute. Yeah, so pretty much they all start trying to fight Deadpool. It's totally not working out. He's kicking their asses because he's freaking Deadpool. And then GwenPool's like, oh wait, I see this on my mind. She like comes up with like a little plan real quick for her and her team. Her team consists of Bat-Trick, Megatony, who I guess is just like a comic book fan, but since he's in this like alternate reality world, he's like a mage. So he like powers to heal and all that type of stuff. And Terrible Eye, which is like this four-eyed freaking witch-looking thingy lady, I believe. So it's pretty cool to see all them going after Deadpool with GwenPool's decision making. Oh, okay. Here's a little funny quote that he says. And we are officially done pretending we're in medieval fantasy land. I snuck in guns. Well, the four of them still managed to take them down. Yeah, Deadpool's like, you think I haven't fought teams before? There's a graveyard in Queens filled with the bad dudes who have worked together to take me on. GwenPool's like, that's true. I guess it's because you're a guest star in my book. Deadpool's like, your book. Oh, I see now. And oh yeah, shit goes down. We're in your book, a fellow fourth wall breaker. Let me show you how it's done. And Deadpool starts fucking people up, completely changes their whole reality, beats the shit out of GwenPool, like punching her in the face. Yeah, we got this big ass muscular Deadpool just straight up beating punching the crap out of GwenPool, that little teenage girl, to where if you don't know who GwenPool is, you might even think Gwen Stacy from Spider-Man, maybe. Well, no, it's not. Alright. And then it ends up Deadpool's putting a knife to her throat, which is pretty crazy. So he gives her last words. She ends up talking her way out of it. They go after Arcade, the guy who's pretty much doing all this, and they kick his ass. Now the next issue does look pretty cool. It has Hawkeye, Hawkeye, not the female Hawkeye, which she is a girl. Hawkeye's a girl, well, the good Hawkeye at least, and Ghost Rider, and that'll be in the GwenPool next issue. That will be coming out April 12th, 2017, and that's gonna be really cool. And alright, thank you guys for tuning in with me. You have a good one. I hope you guys enjoyed the GwenPool and enjoyed the Doctor Strange.